everyone, and welcome to Milky's Music Box Episode 11! すいません、ニムさん、レイドありがとうございます。ちょうど始まったばっかりですよ。ありがとうございます。本日の配信はですね、英語でも日本語でも行うようにはしているので、ぜひ日本人の方もね、ぜひご覧いただけると嬉しいです。本日の番組なんですけれども、音楽クイズ番組です。イエーMilky's Music Box is a music quiz and interview show. We are up to episode 11. LC11! Thank you so much for the gift subs! Let's go! Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And without further ado, レイドで参りました。よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いいたします。本日の番組なんですけれども、ミルキーズミュージックボックスがですね、音楽とインタビューのクイズ番組になってます。いろいろ音楽の、深い話を話す場合になりますので、ぜひ興味がありましたら見てください。ではスタジオに入りましょう。 Let's go to the studio. Let's go to the studio. Oh heck yeah. And with LC Lapin's gift subs, we are up to level 2 at our event as well that we are currently doing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alright, everybody, we're in the studio. I'm very excited to get started on the show today. We're gonna start with our usual, which is we want to see the playlist for this week. Alrighty, let's have a look at the playlist that we have for this week. じゃじゃん。今週のミルキーのプレイリストになっております。Yes, these are the songs that I cannot get enough of this week. Indeed, lots and lots of great music. One that I have been looping like crazy, and I mean looping like crazy. This has been my soundtrack for this week. Is the Sunshine State in Another Life. It's not often like me to like the title track the best, but on this album I love the title track the best. So really like the track In Another Life. It's just got such a cool rhythm to it. All of the lyrics in this album are so good, and like they really hook you in, and I kind of like the retro feel of it. Would very much recommend. Also, Passenger, Birds That Flew and Ships That Sailed. I love Passenger. You guys know I love Passenger. This is one of their more recent albums that I actually hadn't really got into listening to. But when I did, I really enjoyed it. My favorite track is Blink of an Eye. It's a really beautiful tale of growing up and the different memories that you have at the different parts of your life. And it's a very good song. I would recommend. A classic, Clean Bandit feat. Zara Larsson, Symphony. Absolute classic. Love this song. I got into it again recently because actually I came across a Clean Bandit sample pack, and I was like, man, I haven't listened to Clean Bandit in a while. I'm gonna listen to some Clean Bandit. And probably this one's my favorite. Like, I love Zara Larsson's vocals anyway and her solo stuff, so it's a great collaboration for me. And finally, Churches. He said, she said. I love the kind of retro vibe of this one, and the fact that it's so kind of upbeat and such a dance track, but also really kind of intense, very emotional, very dark lyrics, I suppose. So I would highly recommend. 今週のプレイリストのおすすめなんですけれども、すいません、今週は日本語の曲はないんですけれども、大体英語の曲になりますが、こちらの The Sunshine State in Another Life というアルバムはとっても今週気に入りですね。もう本当に何回リピートしているかどうか、本当にこれは。あとパッセンジャーですね。パッセンジャーはですね、割と人生の嬉しさと悲しさを完璧に表すバンドとは 思ってるんですけれども、非常におすすめですね。特にBlink of an Eye という曲がこちらのアルバムでは一番好きなんですけれども、青春からなんて言うんですかね、なんか今の人生までの流れをなんて言うんですかね、振り返りみたいな曲なんですけれども、とてもおすすめです。あと、シンフォニーですね。これは何年前とてもなんか流行ってた曲なんですけれども、割とクリーンバンデットはですね、なんか最近の作曲の中でクリーンバンデットのサンプルパックを使ったので、なんか聞きたいなって思いながら聞きました。あとChurches He Said She Said、 この曲はですね、なんか好きなところっていうと、かなりなんかアップビートな、曲なのに、なんか歌詞がかなりダークな感じなので、とても好きですね。Yeah, my playlist for this week. Any of these that you guys have already heard? Any of these that you also like in the chat? Oh, thank you so much, Osulapin, for gifting a gift out to Obake Pam. Thank you. So thanks for listening about this week's playlist, you guys. And without further ado, I think we're ready to listen to some music from our wonderful, wonderful guest this week. Who's ready in chat to listen to some music? 今週のゲストの音楽を聴きたい方、みんな聞きたいでしょう。I'm very, very, very excited. Our wonderful guest this week is the fantastic, awesome, totally badass Obake Pam. Very, very, very excited. We're gonna start with listening to Obake Pam's song, Kiss My Highness. Let's listen. Let's go. Heck yeah. Yo.
Stay still, let me steal the steel. Stiletto heels with sharp steel. Blades they begging me. Step up, heel, little puppy. Squeal, little minion. Pam, get your billion. Pam, get dominion. Doki doki, are you lonely? Doki doki, now I own you. Wish you could be in my hoodie. Doki makura crusty. Pam, for you bow to your new overlord. But no drama underscore, but no sama takes your boy. Miss me with that head back. Only give me super jets. Queen of the working class. Come and kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. I'm a tyrant. Queen of the underclass. Coffee in a wine glass. Little widow landmass. Come and kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. I'm a tyrant. Queen bee's knees move and smile. Ground never falls off like Mikado. Little meow meow meow. Don't you pet this gado. Spitting royalty cream. Boy, y'all swallow. Drunk off power or coffee Americano. All you see are riches like I'm on El Dorado. Herbivore men, I'ma eat 'em like Toronto. If they don't obey me, then I treat 'em like tomato. New expression so shady. Look at the wrist so dainty. Respect me like lady. Your diaper wearing baby. New expression so smart. Pushing dogs the new drug. I'm packing all the peanuts. Nice collection to yours. The kick comes off. Oh damn, she just took off her cape. Miss me with that head back. Only give me super chats. Queen of the working class. Come and kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. I'm a tyrant. Queen of the underclass. Coffee in a wine glass. Little widow landmass. Come and kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. Mwah, kiss my highness. I'm a tyrant.
Heck yeah. Yo, what? Why is this song so good? Why is it so good? どうでしたかみんないや、最高でしょ。最高にかっこいいでしょ。Fireman department, yes, my house is on fire. Oh my god. That is incredible. Yo. Queen's call up today. Indeed, we're lucky enough to be watching one more. Give me a second while I get it loaded. We're going to be watching another one of Obake Pam's songs, which is also really great. Totally different vibe. I'm very excited to listen to it with everyone. We're going to be listening to Virtual Pleasure. Oh, heck yeah. I honestly, like, I love the style of both of these songs so much. And I just think Pam is so heckin' cool. So heckin' cool. Alright. Give me a second while I get this one loaded as well. Heck yeah. Alright, we're gonna be listening to Virtual Pleasure. Let's listen.
I'm feeling like we're all alone tonight. That we can be alone together. I miss that sense of touch, but it's alright. I know you're watching over me out there. Realities may fade away, fantasies reflecting through the street. I promise you I'm here to stay, but only with you. Join me in the ether, come and take a breather from all the pressure. Virtual pleasure, I need your direction through 2 dimensions. Can you make me real? Join me in the ether, come and take a breather from all the pressure. Virtual pleasure, I'm living in a dream. My hands up on your screen. Can you make me real? I feel like this is gonna change my life. I can't believe we're doing this together. For this I carried fears and doubts, thought that I failed and let you down. But nothing matters except what's in front of me right now. Realities may fade away, fantasies reflecting through a street. I promise you I'm here to stay, but only if you join me in the ether. Come and take a breather from all the pressure. Virtual pleasure, I need your direction through 2 dimensions. Can you make me real? Join me in the ether. Come and take a breather from all the pressure. Virtual pleasure, living in a dream. Hands up on your screen. Can you make me real? Can we make this real?
Sing it, girl. Heck yeah.
Join me in the ether. Come take a breather from all the pressure. Virtual pleasure.
I love this song. I mean, it goes so hard, man. It's so good. It's so good. What do we think, chat? Chat, what do we think? どうでしたか？とても最初の曲と別の雰囲気なんですけれども、最高ですよね。So good. So heckin' good. I love it. I think lyrically and just musically, I really love. Yeah, that's the thing, Sakunashimimara. Exactly. I'm very interested to know like what kind of style Pam will go with next. I really am. And with that, I think actually we're nearly ready to welcome the wonderful Obake Pam into the studio. Let me just see. Let me just see. And I would love to invite the wonderful Obake Pam into the studio. Heck yeah! Woo! Hello, Obake Pam. Hello, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, I am Obake Pam, CEO of PlayAsia. I do lots of different music and different games and streams. I also like to do a lot of voice acting. I do a lot of I like to play like mobile game events and stuff and voice act all the characters. And I actually got to do a voice acting gig in Azure Striker Gunvolt 3 as well.
Oh, heck yeah!
Super fun. And just one sec. Andこんにちは。プレイヤーのVTuber おばけパンです。歌うことが大好きです。まあ日本語はまだ勉強中ですけど頑張ります。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
イエーイ！日本語もうまいですね。Your Japanese is so good too. What the heck? Yo, do you speak any other languages?
Try. I speak a little bit of French, but my accent is like really, really bad. But I can read it almost fluently. Just speaking it is rough.
Interesting. I also speak a bit of French. I'm kind of the opposite in that the only thing I can do is the accent, and I don't know any words.
Well, if we combine, we're like one human who can French. We just have to combine.
We can combine, and it will happen. Elsie Lappin, yes, the PlayAsia. You're not wrong, Elsie Lappin. Yeah, Obake Pam is awesome. Heck yeah. Yeah, it is that one. Yeah, so cool. It must be, a lot of work kind of balancing that with streaming as well. How do you find, that workload?
A little bit, because, being a CEO is a lot, but luckily I have tons and tons of minions who help me out with stuff, so it's all good, because we have a lot of people to help out with everything.
Oh, that's good. Obake Pam はですね、プレイ社という、海外でなんかいろいろのなんかアニメだったりゲームグッズを販売している、サイトの CEO でして、それとなんか配信をやっているということで、それをなんか管理することでなかなか大変な時もあるんですけれども、ただですね、プレイ社のミニオンのたちはですね、助けてくれて嬉しいということで。I saw something when I was reading like a bio that was like, what's it? If you're late to my stream, then you're fired. Or something.
Yeah, if you're on time, you're always hired. Like you can come back another stream and I'll hire you again. But you're fired, at least temporarily, if you're late. I don't talk. Well, no, you're fired if you miss it. You're just demoted if you're late. Sometimes you're demoted to like human meat shield or things like that.
Okay, just demoted, guys, because I'm often late to things. So good to know I'll just be demoted. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Good to know. Yeah, no, but I love both of your original songs. I think one of the things that I was most kind of, that struck me the most is that, Kiss Your Highness is such an amazing, great, like, spit in those bars, right? Kind of rap track. And then on the other side of it, right? Like, Virtual Pleasure is just like this beautiful, like, angelic, but also very, like, lyrically very interesting song as well. Like, it really gets you thinking. I was wondering, like, if you were to do another original in the future, would you go, like, a completely different direction again for what kind of song you want to do?
So I don't have any in the works right now, but there's like 2 genres I'd really love to do one day. One would be like, do you know what I mean by fantasy music? Kind of like the type of music you'd hear in Final Fantasy or like games like that, where there's a lot of like orchestras and choirs in the background, like really powerful musical swells. I want to do something like that in like a made-up language, like Nier's Chaos language or something like that.
Yo, like
and I also want to do an original song. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm just gonna say like the PlayAsia Minions original language. Yeah, no, please continue. Sorry.
Yeah. You're good. I also would really like to do an original metal song someday.
That would be so cool. I mean, honestly, your voice is so versatile. I feel like you could do anything. I want to hear that, like, you know, Obake Pam
I'm really
screamo.
stubborn. That's what I want to learn. I want to get a vocal coach to teach me how to do like safe screamo. I want to be able to screamo. It's one of my goals right now.
Oh, heck yeah. That's so cool. Like, that's such a cool goal to have. まあそうですね、なんかオバケパムの、鬼曲なんですけれども、まあ、先ほど聞いた通りなんかかなりなんかかっこいいラップ曲もあってまあそうですね、なんかかっこいいラッププラスバーチャルプレイさんの方はですね、割となんかなんていうんですかね、まあバラードっぽくっていうか、まあ、そういう雰囲気なのでなんか全然別の、ジャンルとしてなんか歌ってるんですけれども、まあ、次の折曲をやったらどんな種類の曲を作りたいかの質問に対して、まあ、やっぱりなんかファイナルファンタジーとかがすごいなんか好きということで、そういうファンタジーの雰囲気がある曲だったり、なんかオーケストラとかがなんか流れてるような曲がすごいなんかやりたいということで、あとそうですね、例えばなんですけれども、なんか全然なんか今存在しない言語でやる、例えばなんかニアからの、なんか言語だったり、まあ、例えばなんかオバケパムだけが使ってるなんていうんですかね、プレイエージャーのミニオンの言語を使ってなんか曲をやりたいということで、かなりですね、なんか今面白そうなんですけれどもあとメタルの曲をいつかやりたいということで、なんかかなりメタルの歌い方なんですけれども、割と声を守らないとなかなか出せないので、まあそちらはですね、なんかボーカルの先生をいつかなんか一緒にやりたいということなんですね。That sounds so cool, man. I'm so hyped for both of those. I saw that you did a lot of like covers from Final Fantasy 14 as well. I know we've got some Final Fantasy 14 fans in the chat. What is it particularly about like Final Fantasy 14 music that you really enjoy?
Honestly, a combination of a few things. Probably number one is just the sheer like versatility in types of music. It has everything from metal to ballads to like Celtic inspired violin riffs. I just love that every time something comes out it's different. And they have collaborations with so many like international musicians. I know Sia was in it at one point, I believe.
Oh, really? That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yo.
I love that there's just so much involved in it. It's like it's always something new for me to look forward to and learn. And that's one of the main reasons I fell in love with the game in general too. Just all the beautiful music, and I never know what to expect from it.
Yeah, that's so cool. I'm just seeing, sorry, I'm just laughing in the chat. It even has sillier songs like Good King, Mogomog. Beautiful.
That one's so good.
Oh, so good. ファイナルファンタジー14の曲をかなりなんか歌ってみたを出してるということで、まあ、そちらのゲームの音楽の中ではなんかどんなところが一番なんかその音楽が好きかの質問に対して、まあ、やっぱりなんかいろんな種類の曲があって、例えばなんかバイオリンの曲だったりメタルの曲だったりとか、あとなんかいろんなアーティストとコラボ曲もあるので、例えば前シア、かなりなんか有名な歌手なんですけれどもとコラボも、できていたということで。Yeah, no, it's really interesting to see like I think there's a lot of people that really enjoy like Final Fantasy 14 music, so I was very happy to hear your covers of that as well. Very, very cool. Heck yeah, jamming vocals. Oh yes, very nice. Yeah. Oh, that's so
I always
awesome.
sing along to them when I do like boss fights and stuff. I'm just sitting there for hours fighting bosses while singing my lungs out.
Oh heck
I recently
yeah.
did one that took I think 3 streams or more to beat, because it was for those of you who played it, you might understand. Coil's T9, it's notorious for being like one of the hardest parts in the game for a long time. And I was like singing no, that one wasn't opera, but the very final part of Coil's was like almost operatic, and I was just riffing while playing.
Oh my god, did like Final
That was
Fantasy
great.
14 streams turn into karaoke streams for you almost?
They do very often, actually.
That sounds so fun. Heck yeah. It's kind of a constant meme. I don't play it on stream, but I play it off stream with some friends, and it's a constant meme that I still haven't got to Heaven's Ward. I keep every time I play.
Me neither. Not to Heaven's Ward, gang. I'm almost there, but I've been saying that for years. So
I keep just like I don't know, putting on glamour and wandering around and never actually doing the story.
Same.
And it's like, yo.
Getting distracted because all the characters are hot, and then I forget what I'm doing.
Okay, can I just ask you a question? Because everyone judges me for this. Opinions on Thancred?
I mean, he's kind of hot.
He's kind of hot. Look, don't.
I've said it on stream many times. I'm not ashamed.
And you can't change my mind.
He's on the daddy list. It's fine.
Yeah, people keep telling me there's a lot to see it later in the game, but
there is. I'm almost at Heavensward. I don't know if you met Sir Amaric, but ooh.
Oh, I don't think I have. Yo, I'm gonna have to wait for that. Oh heck yeah. Talking of other game music, I saw that you're a big fan of Ace Attorney. Me too.
Yeah!
Heck yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Steel Samurai theme. I mean, what a work of musical genius. Yes.
Have you heard the vocal version of it too? It's amazing.
There's a vocal version?
I think it's fan-made, but it's so good.
I'm gonna need to check this out. Absolutely. Do you have a favorite like game music from Ace Attorney? Like I don't know, the courtroom music's also pretty good.
Probably Godot's theme. Just the fragrance of dark coffee.
Yes.
I just hear that and I'm like, I just see the jazz version.
So good. 私もなんですが、なんか逆転裁判の大ファンでして、私もそうですが、例えば Steel Samurai のテーマソングだったりとか、なんかボーカルのなんか一応ファンが作ってたなんかボーカルバージョンもあるということで、この番組の後見てみようかなと思ってます。あとはなんか好きな、逆転裁判の曲の質問に対して、五道さん、日本語だと同じ名前ですかね。Is Godo the same name in Japanese? Because like Edgeworth is like something ragey, and then Phoenix is like Naruhodo Ryuichi, right? I don't know if it's the same, but yeah. 五道さんのテーマですね。なんかもしかしてまあコーヒーを飲んでる人ですね。なんか名前がもしかして日本語で違うかもしれないんですが。Yes, absolutely epic. Love it. Another thing I was interested in reading about you, Pam, is that apparently you can do hiccup singing. Well, what exactly does that entail?
I did just look it up, by the way, and his name in Japanese is just Godo, like Godo.
Oh, is this Godo? Oh, okay. That makes it easy then.
Basically, it's like... How do I even explain this? Everyone calls it hiccup singing, but it's like this weird type of cough that I get, and it sometimes happens in the middle of a song, and I'll just do it and keep going.
Yo!
And for some reason, it's become a thing that everyone really likes, which is a bit of a relief, because I'm like, oh no, I coughed in the song, and I'm all embarrassed, and everyone's like, oh yeah! And I'm like,
yeah, we love hiccup singing! Oh, that's interesting.
As long as chat likes it, it's all good.
Yeah! なんかちょっとなんかネットでいろいろ調べてみたらしゃくり歌ができるという噂があって、なんか絶対なんか本人に聞くしかないのかなと思ってたんですけれども、歌ってる時に途中たまになんかしゃくりが出てるような歌い方があるんですけれども、まあ最初はちょっとなんか緊張してて、やばいなんか歌の中でなんかしゃくりが出てるのがなんかあんま良くないなとか、なんかお化けパームがそれを考えてたんですけれども、割とチャットの皆様がすごいそれを気に入りでなので全然なんかファンの方はそちらをお付きということで。Yeah, oh that's funny. Okay, I was really interested to know kind of like what that meant. But yeah, I was gonna ask like I'm really interested to kind of hear like what kind of music influenced you up until this point, because obviously like you got so many styles, you know, you do a lot of different covers and stuff on your channel too. So like I don't know, like when you were growing up, what was some like key you know, music that influenced you?
There is one particular musician that's always been like a pretty big inspiration for me. I don't know if you know her or not, because not a lot of people do, but do you know of a band called Yosei Teikoku?
I've heard of them. Yeah.
They did the opening for stuff like Mirai Nikki and a bunch of other things.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not baby metal. It's like hardcore actual metal, like metalheads would listen to it and not associate it with idols in any way. But it's like
sung by a girl with a really high voice. Her voice is kind of similar to an extent to mine, so I always heard her when I was younger, and I was like, I too can be a badass.
Oh,
and then
heck
I got
yeah.
very inspired.
Yeah, because I think like that really reflects in your music, right? Like especially Kiss Your Highness, like that's super like super badass, super kind of high voice, but still really badass, right? So I can definitely see those influences in your music as well. Oh, that's so cool.
Another
そうです
really
ね。
big influence too, for the other song in particular, like for softer stuff, would be Emmy Evans, who did a lot of the vocal stuff from Near.
Yes, I've heard that people are really, really into the Nia music. I get a lot of people on the show saying they like the Nia music, so that's interesting. Okay, that's cool. なんかまあそうですね。なんか今まで人生の中で一番なんか印象が残ったアーティスト、一番なんかインスパイアされたアーティストの質問に対してなんですけれども、まあ妖精帝国というバンドからの、まあリードシンガーですね。その女はですね、かなりなんか高い声があっても、まあめちゃくちゃなんかなんていうんですかね、かっこいいメタルが歌えるということで、まあパムもですね、それを聞いてやっぱりなんか私もなんか高い声でもすごいなんかかっこよくなんか曲出せるなみたいななんか考え方があったので、とてもなんか印象が残ったということで、あとはエミ・エヴァンズという歌手なんですが、まあ、ニエの、ゲームの、テーマいろいろ歌ってた方なんですけれども、まあ、例えばバーチャルプレジャー、2番目、聞いた曲なんですけれども、こちらの歌い方はやっぱりなんかエミ・エヴァンズからなんかインスパイアされてるということです。Emmy Evans also made up her own language for the vocals. Okay, so that's where that came from as well. Interesting.
She actually made up multiple languages for them. There's like one inspired by French, one inspired by Japanese. The goal was to have it so that like if you speak those languages, you'd recognize the syllables, but you wouldn't recognize a single word. So that it sounds like the language, but like something's wrong. And I love that.
That's such a cool idea. How mysterious. That's so interesting. And it must have been so fun to kind of like plan that out and plan that language out before singing as well. Like, it's such an interesting thing to do. Yo, that's really cool. Awesome. And have you got any songs recently, Pam, that you just can't get enough of? Like, you know, if it was like this month's Pam playlist, what are some songs that you can't get out of your head at the moment?
Yeah, I've actually been working on an English cover of Idol by YOASOBI, but then I got like super knocked out by some cold or flu or something, but I'll hopefully get it done as soon as I can sing again.
Oh, heck yeah. You've been watching Oshinoko then?
Yeah, I've been reading it for a long time too, so I was really excited for it to come out.
I wasn't aware. Yeah, I wasn't aware that it was you say it was a webtoon first or something? Yeah.
I think it was actually a manga by Shueisha.
Interesting. That's so cool. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't even know that was the case, but that's very awesome. Okay, so you probably know a lot more about the plot than I do at this point, but まあそうですね、最近
More than some people.
Oh, sorry, say that again.
No, I just said more than some people, yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
More,
oh,
I'm not caught up, so chat. Shh. Don't
spoil. No spoilers. No spoilers at all. No spoilers in this chat. まあそうですね、最近かなりなんか流行ってる、推しの子というアニメからの、まあテーマ曲ですね。のYOASOBIの、テーマ曲をなんか歌ってみたを出したいので、まあ、かなり最近その曲がなんか頭から、なんかなんていうんですかね、頭に残るっていうか、なんか全然なんか何回も聴いてるということで、ぜひなんかすぐ歌ってみたを出したいんですけれども、ちょうどなんか先週ぐらいはですね、なんかちょっとなんか風邪でしてなんか録音できなかったので、まあすぐ録音したい感じですもんね。Yeah, I'm really excited to hear it. I'm so excited. I bet your voice would actually suit that song really well too. So I'm very excited to hear it. Oh heck yeah. Any other songs maybe like outside of anime stuff that you've really been like into recently?
There is actually one more that I've been working on very slowly. I don't want to give the exact title, but it is one of the operatic songs from Final Fantasy XIV. So if you want to hear me sing almost operatic, you'll be able to soon once I get to Heaven's Word.
Oh, heck yeah! Let's go. I know a lot of chat are like really into Final Fantasy 14, so I'm sure they're going to be very excited for that. Although the only thing I can think of when I think of like Final Fantasy opera, which game was it that they have like the whole opera scene?
Yeah! I haven't played that one, but my chat was telling me, and I really want to check it out. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, no, like I also haven't played it before, but I was lucky enough to go like, I've played some of the Final Fantasy games, but not all of them. But a lot of my friends are really into Final Fantasy. I went to like an orchestral concert a few years back, and they did like an orchestral version of that song, the operatic one from Final Fantasy 6, and it was really, really good. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. I really, really enjoyed it. まあそうですね、他になんか最近聴いてる曲っていうと、またファイナルファンタジー14のちょっとオペラ系の曲を次になんか歌ってみたを出したいということで、まだ曲名具体的な曲名は秘密なんですが、ぜひファイナルファンタジー14とかオペラ系の歌い方が気に入りの方はぜひそちらを確認してください。Heck yeah, and just a reminder that everyone can check out Pam's various covers up until this point on the YouTube channel, which I've just posted in the chat. Please make sure that you are checking out, subscribing, and all of that stuff. All right. Very, very, very exciting. And so, Pam, if you were to have a dream collaboration, so let's say you're gonna make a song. Let's start with like producer. Who would you want to produce it?
Probably Keiichi Okabe or Joe Hisaishi.
Oh.
Either one would just be like such a dream come true. I think I would cry and probably die of a heart attack before I could even record it.
Oh my gosh. What is it about their styles that you particularly like?
Both of them have like music that brings out so much emotion that like not even necessarily from sadness. I just hear their music and like I get so overwhelmed by emotion that I cry. I want to make a song with them that'll make people like just get so like overwhelmed with feelings that they cry.
Aww. I think that's really like, the aim for a lot of original songs, right? Like to really bring emotion out of the people that are listening and that they can connect to it in their own way and really feel for the song, I think that's a really important goal to have. Sorry, what was the name of the first person? Joe Hisashi and
Keiichi Okabe. He does like a lot of the music from Nier.
Okay.
Not all of it actually, but
Awesome. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. 夢のコラボレーションとして例えばこの方と曲を作れば何の方と、誰と、なんか曲をなんか作りたいかの質問に対してなんかプロデューサーの方なら、ケイチオカデか、ジョーヒサシのどちらかですね。なんか両方とも、2人ともすごいなんか尊敬していて、あとなぜ、その2人なんですけれども、かなり2人ともなんて言うんですかね、曲がすごいなんか感動されるっていうか、なんか嬉しさなのか、なんか悲しさなのか、どちらかっていうとなんか涙がなんか出せる、泣き出すようななんか曲をなんか作れたらいいなと思っているところですね。Yeah, no, I think that's like really important, right? Like being able, I think for me as well, I think we share like a similar view on that. Like I always want to bring out whether it's like a really happy emotion or like showing a sad emotion within me, I really want people to feel the music that I'm putting out. So I definitely agree with you on that. Yeah. Very, very, very interesting. Yeah, no, I'm really interested to hear that. And what about if it was like a vocalist? Like if you could collab with a particular vocalist? Yeah.
Probably my number one would honestly be Emmy Evans, because with her voice being really soft, there's not a lot of people who can pull that off but still have so much emotion. And being able to do like, I wouldn't even want to be the main singer. Being able to do like harmonies to her vocals, that would be a dream come true, I think, honestly.
That's so sweet. Aww. まあそうですね、前お話いただいたエミ・エヴァンズの方なんですけれども、もし誰か歌手と、コラボできたらぜひエミ・エヴァンズとなんかコラボしたいなと思ってるところで、もう本当になんかこんな柔らかい声でなんかあんなになんていうんですかね、なんか感動されるっていうか、あんなになんか感情を込めて歌えることがすごいなと思ってるところと、でもなんかエミ・エヴァンズとなんていうんですかね、なんかデュエットするとかそれじゃなくてもいいので、なんかハーモとかを後ろになんか歌ってもいいぐらいなんかエミ・エヴァンズと一緒に歌いたいということでOh, that's so sweet. You're like, I'll do anything. I'll do the harmonies. I'll do this.
I also really like harmonies, though, to be honest. Like, if I was doing a collab song with someone and they're like, do you want lead or harmonies? I'd be like, oh, harmonies! Give me
Oh,
harmonies!
really? That is so interesting.
I love singing harmonies.
I want to talk about that because I feel like that's very different to like me, first of all, and a lot of people I know who it's like, yeah, I have to do harmonies. Oh man, let's leave them till last.
No.
You know, and that's how
But
I always
harmonies
feel.
bring out
But
so much.
yeah, that's really
If
interesting
there's
to hear,
anything
though.
that actually brings out the like emotion in a song, to me it always comes more from the chords and stuff in the harmonies than even the lead vocals. So
That's
to me,
interesting.
harmonies are so meaningful.
And are you one of those people who can just harmonize on the fly? Because that's always a skill I'm so jealous
No.
of.
No, I sing wrong notes for like an hour until I figure out some that sound good.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's an interesting way of doing it. I think like we have a similar approach. Like I also cannot harmonize on the fly to save my life, but I sort of actually work it out. Like I'm like, yeah, okay, so if it's these notes, then if I do this, you know, the third and the fifth, you know, that'll be the harmony kind of thing, and I have to sit there and work it out because I just can't do it on the fly, you know. So that's really interesting to hear. Oh, cool. And do you like to do kind of like a higher harmony, I'm guessing, like a pretty kind of on the top higher harmony, or
Kind of depends on the song. Sometimes I really like doing higher soft ones, but I also like doing really powerful low harmonies.
Ooh.
It can feel really powerful.
Oh, epic. まあ、おばけパンはですね、なんか実はなんかメインボーカルよりはなんかハーモニーをやるのが好きということで、なんか私と全然違うんなんですけれども例えばなんですけれども、まあ、例えばなんか柔らかい綺麗な高いハーモニーだったり、まあなんかパワフルな低いハーモニーでもすごいなんかやるのが好きということで、まあ例えばなんか誰かとデュエットしたらじゃあなんかメインかハーモニーどっちかやるになったらハーモニーをやりたいという、ことなんですね。That's so interesting. Like that's why it's so interesting to talk about like these aspects of music with people, because like for me it's like, you know, harmonies, I wish I was like that with harmonies, but I think I just end up like leaving them till last and finding them really difficult. I think that's the thing. I genuinely find harmonies really difficult. Yeah. Interesting. You know,
I think that's part of why I like them, because I like the challenge personally.
Yeah. Oh, that's
fun.
interesting. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm excited. Are there any covers where you're like particularly proud of the harmonies you did for that cover, or?
Other ones I've already did, maybe Song of the Ancients from Nier. There's gonna be a lot of, like, I think there's one part with maybe 4 or 5 harmonies going at once in the Final Fantasy song I'm working on, so that's gonna be something.
The one that you're working on at the moment? Heck yeah.
Because there's parts where there's like multiple choirs overlapping and the singer, and I'm gonna try to do all of that.
I'm so excited to hear that. That's so cool. Yo. まあそうですね、なんか今までの歌ってみたの中ではなんかどちらが一番なんかハーモが気に入りなのかっていうの質問に対して、ニアからの Song of the Ancients という曲がかなりなんかハーモがすごいということで、あとちょうど今なんか歌ってみたとして作ってる曲なんですが、ハーモ4個5個ぐらいが同時に流れてるということで、なんかかなりすごそうな、歌ってみたになりそうです。Wow, 4 or 5. That's impressive. I'm so excited to hear it. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I got very lucky and found a MIDI and sheet music that separates them, or I would have no chance, man.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes I tell you another thing, like sometimes on YouTube people will put like harmony guides. Those people, man, I'm always like, thank you.
Those people MVP. MVP.
Yeah, serious MVP. Those people that put out random harmony guides on YouTube. It's like, thank you so much. Yeah, no, that's really interesting to hear. And just going back to kind of like, so music that really influenced you, you know, do you think your current music tastes were very much kind of discovered by you, by kind of like looking on things on the internet, or were there like particular friends that influenced you in that respect, like that you would talk about music with, or?
I think a lot of it ended up just being me, like, falling into rabbit holes on autoplay on YouTube where I'm Nico.
Oh, heck yeah.
But there are some songs, too, like, even the music in Final Fantasy, like, I don't think I would have found it or been so, like, I don't know the word, charmed maybe by it if it hadn't been for chat showing it to me. So chat's probably influenced a decent amount as well.
Aww. That's so nice that chat gets to know they've introduced like songs that are really kind of precious to you now, right? That's so nice to hear. まあそうですね、なんか音楽はだいたいなんか一人でなんか好きな音楽を見つかったか、まあどちらかというとなんていうんですかね、なんか友達から紹介されたのどちらかの質問に対してなんですけれども、まあだいたいなんか YouTube とかニコニコ動画でなんかいろいろ検索したらまた検索するみたいななんかループでいろいろなんか音楽を見つけたというところなんですけれども、ただいろんなファイナルファンタジーの音楽はですね、おばけパムさんのチャットから紹介されたということで、まあとてもなんかいい気持ちですね。なんていうんですかね、なんかチャットがなんかあんなになんか大事、おばけパムに対して大事な曲を紹介されたということで、that's really interesting. Yeah, I'm always so happy like on this show as well, like when I get introduced to different music, like you know, like I'm definitely gonna look up some of the music from Nia after this. I think the episode with Issa, I was like looking up that song Tic Tac Toe, and I really like that as well. And like, it's just really nice to get different recommendations from people on this show too, and find songs that become special to me through that as well. So it's so nice to kind of have these sharing sessions of music. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I'm really grateful to be able to talk about this with you. And something else I wanted to ask about is like, you know, music and combining music and voice acting together. So you said that you do some voice acting, you know, a particular fantastic example which I have to bring up is your version of Peaches. What inspired that, Obake Pam? What inspired that masterpiece?
I did not get enough sleep, so my brain, on like 2 brain cells, was like, you know what would be funny if it's Peaches, but it's Peach, but it's Toad. And then I just did it, even though I probably shouldn't have.
No, you should. You should.
The
world needed this. You should. Your brain was telling you the correct thing.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh, man.
It's so good. Are there any other like songs where you kind of felt like any other covers you did where you wanted to kind of like, you know, voice act the character in the kind of game or movie at the same time while you were singing it or anything like that?
That's a good question. To be honest, almost every time I sing anything, that's part of why I end up having a bit more versatile singing style. Because whenever I sing something, I try really hard to match the vibe of the song. Sometimes that's like trying to get into the feel of the series or a character from the series, but I always tend to like adjust myself to the project or the game or the song. So I do end up singing in different character voices almost every time, just usually in more subtle ways than Peaches.
That's really interesting to hear though. So you kind of like adapt to your voice depending on the style of the song already. So in a way you're kind of voice acting to an extent like while you're singing various different songs. That's a very interesting way of putting it actually. まあそうですね、なんかおばけパムの YouTube チャンネルを確認するとですね、最近のマリオの映画からの、Peaches という曲の、もしトードが、歌ってるならのバージョンを、出してるんですけれども、最高なので皆様確認してくださいね。そちらについてなんですが、まあ、やっぱりなんか声優としてのアプローチでなんか歌うことがどんぐらいあるかどうかみたいな質問に対して、なんかいろんな曲を歌ってみて出したりとか、やっぱり元の歌い方とか なんかキャラクターの気持ちだったりとかキャラクターの歌い方だったりとかをできる限りは歌ってみたで出してるということで、その理由でなんかいろんな声が出せるようになったというところですね。No, that's really interesting to hear. I think I'm very much the same. Like if I'm covering something specifically like from a movie or game, right, or something like that, like I try and kind of like put myself in that kind of style of the singer or the character. Yeah. No, that's very interesting. Are there any other kind of like fun kind of voice acting focused kind of covers you're wanting to do in the future?
I don't know of any at the moment, but it's something that was really fun to work on. So I might try to think of more that are like fully, very obviously in character rather than just like subtle ones. Because it's fun trying to sing as different characters. It's very challenging, but I like it. Like a good challenge.
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that you really like to kind of like challenge yourself while singing, which is a really good like quality to have. Do you take requests for characters?
I do. I often take requests. It's fun.
What about a song as Wario? Would you think about doing that?
I don't know if I could do singing in Wario, but I could try just for you. I'll have to think
you.
Of something
Don't strain your voice now though, but someday in the future would be amazing. I would love to see that. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to check that out. Oh heck yeah. Yeah, and so you can speak English, Japanese, and a bit of French. Have you ever thought about like writing lyrics in those languages? Have you ever kind of like obviously you sing in Japanese as well. Is there anything you particularly like about like lyrics or singing in different languages compared to other languages, for example?
One thing, I think I've heard a number of people actually say this about singing in Japanese. It's kind of cheating almost for singers. I really like how every vowel is open. So it's easier to use good technique and sing like in healthy ways because it's just always so open. You don't have those consonants like trying to close your sound.
That's so true. I hadn't really thought about that, but that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the sounds that you have just by the way that Japanese is kind of built, right, means that you're not doing as much like having to close your mouth as much, I suppose. Yeah, that's very interesting. 単純になんか日本語と英語の歌い方を比べてみるとですね、なんかいろんな歌手がそう言うんですけれども、やっぱりなんか母音の音で英語だとかなりなんか母音の音がそんなになくてですね、なんかいろいろのなんかかなり硬い音が英語の中にあるので、割と日本語の方が母音が多いということで歌いやすい方が多いと言われていますね。いや確かに、yeah, now that you've said it, that actually makes a lot of sense. I think that's definitely true. But yeah, speed rap in Japanese, yeah, that's definitely a different skill.
That is wow. I tried learning like one of the raps. Oh, what is it called? That thing, the rap thing. It's like a game, and then it was an anime, and the anime was like really bad. Hypnosis Mic. I was trying to learn some of the raps from Hypnosis Mic, and it's so hard.
Aww, but I can tell that you like the challenge, so I'm sure you'll be able to do that like flawless Japanese rap someday as well.
Someday.
Heck yeah! And what about French? Have you ever sung anything in French? I think French is a very pretty language to sing too.
I find it's really difficult because French has a lot of very closed sounds, but I think some songs are quite nice in French, so I would like to improve on it and learn some more songs.
Yeah.
I really want to sing like La Vie en Rose, but like actual French one day.
Oh, so that would be so pretty. I'd love to hear that from you. That would be beautiful. I'm very, very, very excited. フランス語も、ちょっと話せるということで、フランス語でいつかなんか歌ってみたを出す興味がないかの質問に対してやっぱりなんかフランス語がすごい綺麗な言語なんですけれども、やっぱりなんか英語と同じようにかなりなんか硬い音が多いのでなかなか歌いづらいんですけれども、いつかラビオンローズとかをなんか全部フランス語で歌えるようになったら幸せですみたいなこと言ってます。Yeah, that would be so cool. I'd love to hear that from you. We're kind of coming nearly to the end of the interview segment, but I want to open up questions to lovely chat. Yes. I'm very excited to hear if there's any questions. I know Milky speaks French. I don't think I've ever heard her sing it. I could only sing one song in French. I don't know why. I learned like the song from Oliver and Company in French.
Oh my god, nice!
It's really pretty. It's like,
Such a good movie, too.
on est deux amis. It's really cute. That's the only one I can sing in French, though. So we know Pam sings. Can she play an instrument? If not, what would she like to learn? That's a great question. How about it, Pam?
I can actually. I'm not very great, but I've been doing a lot of flute practice streams because I used to
Ooh.
play flute a lot. I used to actually want to go to music school for it, but then I kind of changed my mind. But I used to love it a lot, and I stopped for a while, so I've been relearning on stream. I've gone from like my first stream playing flute, barely able to make a sound, to like actually being able to play some songs pretty decently. So it's been a fun journey.
That sounds really great. And, being able to at some point produce a cover where you're doing the, playing the backing with flute and then singing on top of it would be really cool,
so
right?
cool.
I suppose the thing is, like, unlike guitar or piano, you can't really sing while playing the flute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe if I like find a way to play through my nose, but that might be a challenge.
Yeah,
nose flute.
I kind of want someone to do an illustration of that. Pam playing the nose flute whilst trying to sing at the same time. まあそうですね。なんかずっと子供の時とかは、笛を、習っていたということで、なんか最近はあんまりなんかなんて言うんですかね。Do you say hiku the flute? Probably not, right? I'm trying to think what verb it would be.
弾きます。あ、そう思います。
Yeah.
弾く。
笛を
At
弾
least
く
that's what I
合ってる
used to say.
I think so. Yeah,
feel bad for
I think
everyone
in
that
general
was
most
wrong.
instruments is hiku, but I guess because you're not like actually doing anything with your fingers. I wonder if it
Blowing,
is hiku.
so it's
Anyway,
like-
sorry, that was just a Japanese
No.
question. まあそうですね。
I used to say hiku, so I hope.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm genuinely interested. I might look it up after. まあ笛を、ずっと弾いていたということなんで、まあかなりなんですね。なんか前はすごい上手でして、なんかなんていうんですかね、笛の音楽専門学校とかに入りたかったんですけれども、まあ最近はまたなんか練習を、するようにはなっていて、かなりなんか曲まで、弾けるようにはなってるので。まあ私が言ったのがいつかなんかなんていうんですかねなんか笛の、BGM を弾きながらなんていうんですかねなんか歌ったらいいよねとかすごいなんかそれを聞きたいですね。Yeah, that would be so pretty, especially stuff like Final Fantasy Nier. I reckon that would sound really pretty on flute, right?
Yeah. I've done actually a Final Fantasy 14 only flute concert before. I want to do another one at some point now that I'm better. I think I could do it justice a little more.
Oh heck yeah, that's so cool. And other than flute, are there any other instruments you want to learn? I guess flute must be very specific, right? Like if you compare it to other instruments, like
Yeah.
there's not really anything you can just be like, yeah, I can play flute, so I can kind of play this. Like I feel like flute is very specific. Yeah.
I want to learn I want to learn penny whistle a bit better. I have one, but I absolutely suck. But I want to be able to play like traditional Celtic type songs on it. And I used to play piano, but now I'm very, very bad. I'd like to become like beginner average again at it.
Aww. Yeah, piano is very much one of those
would be
things
really
you have to
nice
kind of
too.
keep up the practice, right?
Yeah.
Aw, I'd love to hear you play penny whistle though. I have no idea what penny whistle is in Japanese, so I might just translate the piano bit. 前はですね、ピアノを弾いていたんですけれども、まあ、最近あまり練習ができなかったということで、またなんかうまく弾けるようにはなりたいですね。Get a bagpipe. Oh yes.
I would actually love to learn bagpipe, but I think I would get evicted. So.
What about the rubber chicken? Have you ever wanted to play the rubber chicken?
If someone buys me a rubber chicken, I'll learn how to play it.
Have you got a song request, Obake Pam? Something that you want me to try play?
On rubber chicken.
Yeah.
You know, you brought up my cover of Peaches, so I want to hear rubber chicken.
All right, here we go. Okay. enough. Did you hear the peaches part?
Majestic!
But it's surprisingly difficult to get the right timing, right? Because you got, like, for the peaches, you want it to be like... But if you want it to be like, you know...
like slight swing.
You know, like, understand, you want it to be like... Like there is a way to make it do really long noises as well, but it's a very specific technique.
I can imagine it would actually be really hard to control the air in it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun though. You should definitely. I heard the peaches part. Yes, excellent. Sounds like
amazing.
Milky's put some thought into this. No, you legit like the way that you have to do like the long sounds is very specific. Anyways, any other questions for Obake Pam? It doesn't have to be necessarily music related. Obake Pam さんに何か他に質問がありますでしょうか? Yeah, I think maybe the JP bros might end up watching this on VOD because it's quite early in Japan.
Yeah.
No one I know in Japan seems to like be awake before, I don't know, like 12. I don't know why.
True, that's good. That's some good cultured answer right there. Like waking up before 12, that should be illegal. I'm so sorry to make you.
No, I'm like a reasonably morning person, so it's really not an issue for me. But
I'm
like,
more like a stay up until morning person. So.
Yeah, I think most of my friends, you know, are exactly the same. So. What does Pam want to accomplish as a VTuber outside of music? Great question. What are your kind of key goals that you're thinking of at the moment?
Honestly, one thing that I've been doing that I want to just keep doing is like bringing people of all sizes and from all places together. Like, I know I invited you to one. When I do like my big concerts and I bring together so many people from so many different walks of VTubing, that's something I'm really passionate about. With my concerts and also my voice acting streams, I just really enjoy bringing lots of people together, like regardless of where they come from or what size they are, just cool people chilling in one place. It means a lot to me.
And that's really inspirational. You know, I think a lot more people in you know this industry need to be a bit more like that. You know, because you know, you can meet so many interesting people, and I think it's more about connecting with the people that you genuinely, you know, enjoy talking to, enjoy making content with, right? Because, you know, I mean, that's you know, that's another reason why I do this show, right? It's so interesting to, you know, not only obviously like, you know, I knew you before, but now I feel like I know you so much better and know about like your music background and like what music you're really into and stuff. So no, I definitely get that kind of like bringing lots of different people together. That's very cool. おばけパムはですね、なんか定期的にライブをやっているんですけれども、そのライブではいろんな VTuber を集めていて。なんかライブをやるんですけども、私も一回参加させていただいたんですけれども、まあそうですね、なんかどんぐらいなんていうんですかね、どんな国でしてもどんな方でしてもなんかどんぐらいフォロワーがあるんでしてもなんていうんですかね、なんか全員が面白くコンテンツが一緒に作れる、なんていうんですかね、機会を引き続きなんか、作りたいということで、Yeah, I think that's really inspirational and I really commend you for that. That's a very cool like outlook to have for sure. Very awesome. Heck yeah.
It's always enjoyable too, because like there's so many really talented people that I always tell people on my streams and stuff, like big numbers, it's not just skill. A lot of it does come from luck. And you know, if I can help give some of the really smaller people too that are really amazing a bit of exposure to help them grow, like that's really exciting to me. I want more people to see a lot of the incredibly amazing people that they might have overlooked.
Yeah, no, I think that's really, really important, you know, and I think that's a really good point that I think that's, you know, it depends on the situation, but sometimes, you know, there is an element of luck that comes into it and people, you know, who are really amazing, don't necessarily get the attention that they deserve, you know, and I think that you know, being in that position to be able to, you know, introduce different people from lots of different places, I think that's like so inspirational. That's really, really great. まあそうですね、なんて言うんですかね、いろんな方をなんかこのライブでなんか集めるということの中でなんですけれども、まあ、やっぱりなんかフォロワー数が全部の考え方がなんかすごいなんて言うんですかね、あんまりなんて言うんですかね、正しくないっていうか、なんて言うんですかね、まあフォロワー数が なんか一部はあるんですけれども、なんかそちらの中で一部がやっぱり運であることなんですよね。なんでなんかすごく面白い、すごくなんか面白いコンテンツがある方にもなんか全然フォロワー数がいないのに、なんていうんですかね、誰も見てくれない人もいるので、まあ、そちらの方をなんか紹介できる機会を作ればいいのかなと、おばけパムがずっと思ってて、そちらのなんていうんですかね、いろんな VTuber を集めるライブをやり始めたということです。That's so inspirational and very cool. Big ups to you for that. Very, very awesome. Are there any other kind of like big projects that you want to do like that? Like obviously the lives are like really awesome, but is there any other kind of like collaborative projects you've been thinking of?
There is one that I would love to do someday. I want to very much clarify this is not in the works. I did a song cover recently where I got to be part of one hosted by Fumi. Do you know some of the Vocaloid songs by Hitoshizuku Yama? Like they do a lot of the story ones with like 8 people. They did Bad End Night.
Bad End Night? Yeah. I love Bad End Night.
Yeah, I would really like to host like a cover with 10 people doing like one of their songs, like a full song. Like, yeah.
With 10 people.
I don't know where I'm going with words, but
Oh, heck yeah, that sounds very ambitious, but very exciting as well.
Oh yeah, it takes forever, but it's so cool.
Yeah, like like not even just like the mixing and all that, like the organization to get that together and like get all of the parts in. Like that's one of the bits that I think people don't realize how much goes into these kind of things, right?
That's probably the most time-consuming part,
like
honestly.
Like contacting people in itself, right? Yeah, messaging people takes so long, you know? Yeah, absolutely.
Even for my concerts, that takes more time than anything. People are like, how long did it take setting up? And I'm like, well, I got all the files yesterday, so I set it up in like 1 week, but messaging people like maybe 4 months.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You gotta do it in advance, you know, otherwise, no, I definitely feel that. Like with stuff like subathons and things like that, like just the contacting people and like working out when people are free, like that alone probably takes like half the preparation time, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, for sure. まあ将来的になんか他になんか大きなプロジェクトとしてなんかやりたいことの質問に対して、まあ例えばバーデンドナイトの、ボカロの、作曲者のいろいろなんていうんですかね、なんか大人数で歌ってみたを、やれる曲がいっぱいあるので、まあ、おばけパムはですね、いつかなんか10人とかを集めて、そちらの作曲者の曲をやりたいという夢があるんですけれども、ただやっぱりなんかそれをなんていうんですかね、なんかミックスとかもあっていろいろな大変のところがあるんですけれども、なんかそもそもなんか住人とかに連絡してなんかいろいろファイルをもらうことだけでもなんかかなり大変ということで、まあなんかいつかやりたいですね。That'll be really cool. I'm so excited to see that. Let's heckin' go. Yeah, that's very exciting. Any more okay. I've got another question. How does Pam do with horror games? Are you a fan of horror games? Don't like them so much?
It really depends on the game. With like psychological like story horror games, I absolutely love them. And I'm there analyzing the story the whole time and being like, whoa, that's so awesome as people die. But then in like, I don't like jump scares. Because I find them cheap and they just make me scream for nothing and then I get really bored.
Yeah,
so it depends.
That's fair. Like a game that's just based around jump scares. Like,
yeah,
I
like horror that gets in my head.
Like it's fun for like, I don't know, like for a clip, right? Like but for like a whole game, I kind of get what you're saying. But yeah, I also like, I find the horror with stories a lot more interesting. Even if I find them too scary to play, I like looking up the lore and stuff afterwards. I feel like I'm definitely that way with like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I'm way too scared to like play anymore, but I always look up like, oh, that's so interesting. Let's look up the lore.
Everyone always wants me to play that one and I'm just like, I'm never gonna play that one.
I made a terrible mistake of offering Five Nights at Freddy's VR as a reward once, and I did it.
Not VR.
It was seriously, I had nightmares for weeks. It was really awful. It was really bad. I'm never doing it again.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, Five Nights at Freddy's is super scary. Yeah. ホラーゲームが好きなのかの質問に対してなんですけれども、ホラーゲームの中ではなんかいろんな種類があるんですけれども、なんかジャンプスケアだけのホラーゲームはまあ楽しいんですけど、あんまりなんかそんなになんかたくさんやるわけじゃなくて、どちらかっていうとなんていうんですかね、なんかちゃんとストーリーがあるホラーゲームの方がやっぱり気に入りということですね。Yeah. Promise to watch the Five Nights at Freddy's, but that's gonna have to be definitely a goal for something. Bruh. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, you guys gotta pay for that. You're not getting it for free.
Yeah, any other questions that everyone has for the wonderful Obake Pam? It can be music related or non-music related. Let me know if you got any more questions. Heck yeah. But no, I'm really, really excited to hear your upcoming cover and see like what kind of original song you'll do in the future as well. Super excited. How about Phasmophobia collabs? How do you find Phasmophobia, Obake Pam?
I think the thing I like about Phasmophobia is less anything to do with Phasmophobia and more it gives me a fun excuse to hang out with cool people.
Yeah, no,
the game itself, I could give it or take it, but
I think one of the most interesting things about Phasmophobia is like seeing. I feel like Phasmophobia is one of those games where everyone's personality comes out really strong. Do you know what I mean? And like, you really feel the kind of like group dynamics with the people you're with. So for example, like, when I would play with like the Go-Go Nippon sisters, when I would play with them on Phasmophobia before, like I feel like I was definitely like just like I don't know, just like messing around because they were so scared. I was just like, yeah, I'm going in, you know. Like with them, I was like, yeah, I'm going in.
Give them confidence.
Yeah,
give them the confidence.
You know. But then when I play with other people who are like really not scared, then I was the scared one, you know. So like, I feel like it very much changes depending on who you're playing with for sure. But yeah, Phasmophobia is super fun. If we wanted to start watching Pam, what VOD does she recommend we start with? Great question. What's like a stream that you think kind of really sums up you, Pam?
I'm like looking at my channel right now because I don't actually know. Let me see. What is something I would recommend? Typically, if you don't mind a collab, it'd be not the best way to get to learn about me individually so much, but probably either the game shows I host or like one of my Nikkei voice acting collabs. Otherwise, probably I don't do them very often, but if you just want to know who I am and about me, probably I'm just chatting. Like I recently did a video just called I'm a Genius because I went on vacation and forgot my capture card, so I just chatted about random stuff for 5 hours instead. It was all raw Pam, no anything, just talking.
Aw, that's honestly like that's pure skill though, being able to do that for like 5 hours. Yeah. Oh no, that's really interesting.
I didn't think it would go that long, and it just did. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but I haven't actually been able to check out any of the quiz shows yet, but they look really interesting. Like I saw you had the two like VTuber news people like on your quiz show before and stuff like that. It's really awesome. Like what kind of stuff do you do on your quiz show?
So I kind of adapted, similar to what you do with this one actually, I kind of adapted to the people that join. I'll like think of questions that'll be relevant to them, or I'll think of like different mini games I can toss in that would be something I can only do based on their knowledge. Like, for example, I had Phoebe and Jubiphonic on before, and
cool.
I know that they've done a lot of covers from different anime and stuff. So I used a random generator to pull up like an isekai otome anime title, and they had 1 minute each to pitch their anime, and chat voted on which anime they would watch.
That's so
just like
cool.
Random weird things.
Yo, that sounds so much fun. そうですね、なんかおばけパムの1個だけの配信を見たらどんな配信を見ればいいかの質問に対してなんですけれども、おばけパムのクイズ番組があるんですけれども、割となんていうんですかね、そちらのクイズで出るゲストのなんていうんですかねに向けて質問を決まってるということなんですけれども、例えばフィービーさんとジュービフォニックさんが、前に出演いただいたんですけれども、その時はその2人がすごいなんかいろんなアニソンの歌ってみたを出してるということで、 まあ、例えばなんか異世界アニメのランダムタイトルを出してあの2人がまあなんかアニメの概要を発表してなんかチャットがどちらが一番良いなのかを、なんかポルで選択するみたいな、ものをしていたんですけれども Yeah, that sounds really fun. I'm definitely gonna go check that episode out. I want to go check it out. That sounds amazing. Hello, hope you're having a lovely day. We are having a lovely day. Hello, everybody. For those of you just joining us, we are joined by the wonderful Obake Pam. Okay, one last question. How does running a huge site like PlayAsia affect streaming and singing? Yeah, we were talking a little bit about this in the beginning, but like presumably it's quite difficult to like manage both at the same time, right?
I will. Well, the thing is, because I have so many minions and stuff, it's not so bad. But I will say, there are nothing I could really specifically say, but there are aspects of it that are like kind of unique and different in both good and challenging ways that like a lot of other VTubers wouldn't have. So it does give me a really unique perspective. And even though it can be challenging at times, I'm really grateful for that. Because it's just kind of neat having a unique place to stand from, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like I feel like, you know, VTuber CEOs, are there many other than you? Like, really? I don't think so. Yeah.
I mean, there's Crunchyroll Hime. And there's a couple others,
yes.
But it's very rare.
Yeah, you
More
guys
in
should
the
do like
future,
a
please.
CEO get together. CEO collab.
I would love to.
That would be so cool. Heck yeah. And with
My
that,
dream is to play Monopoly with like a giant group of company VTubers. We play
yo,
Monopoly.
can you imagine like building your empires? Oh,
Yeah,
I
just
just realized
so good.
you have your I should have my crown on as well. Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Then I can match with you. There we go. I just realized that. It took me way too long. There we go. Now we can match. Heck yeah.
Ah, yeah. Crown game.
Queens, let's go.
Slay.
All right, so we're going to move on to the quiz portion of today. If you are ready, Obake Pam, for the quizzes.
I am ready.
Heck yeah.
I am ready to fail every question.
I'm sure you'll do absolutely great. I'm sure you'll do absolutely great. All right, chat.
This is karma for me giving people questions.
It's finally time for the quizzer to be quizzed.
No.
So for this, I'm gonna ask Obake Pam not to look at chat because chat can play along as well. So let's see who is able to take more points for this round. Will it be Obake Pam or will it be chat? Let's see what we have. All right, we're going on to the first corner. Let's see what we've got. この曲の歌詞何でしたっけ? What song are these lyrics? All right. So what I'm going to be doing, Obake Pam, and chat as well, is I'm going to be reading out 3 different songs, okay? And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reading part of the lyrics every time. And the first time I read it, it'll be like quite a hard part of the lyrics. Like maybe like, you know, second verse in the middle somewhere. Like something that's not super obvious. Maybe not in the TV size, right? If it's like an anime opening. If you're able to get it at that point, then you get a sweet 5 points. If you're able to get it at the next easiest part, then you get a sweet 3 points. And finally, if you're able to get it, you know, with the chorus, like the most easy part, then you get 1 point, Obake Pam.
I do have one question.
Yes.
If it's like an anime opening, do I have to get the title of the song or can I say the anime and opening?
Usually I would ask for song title, but it depends on my mood. It depends on my mood. Also, it depends if chat gets the full title or not. Then I might give chat the points. We'll see. So for this, そうですね、このコーナーなんですけれども、何かの曲の歌詞を遅く、読むコーナーになります。ちょっと一番当たりにくいところで当たったら5ポイントあげます。もうちょっと当たりやすいところで当たったら3ポイントで、となんかサビとかめちゃくちゃ当たりやすい、部分で当たったら1ポイントになります。チャットも、参加できるのでぜひご参加してください。Amanda, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. All right, we are going to start. Obake Pam, are you ready for this? Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
All right, let's see what we have. Okay, this is the first set of lyrics. So I'm gonna be reading from It's slightly the more difficult to understand part to start off with. All right, chat, you are allowed to play as well. So let's find out what we have. Okay. You see the light shining through the rain. 1,000 colors in the brightest shade. Needed to rise from the lowest place. There's a silver lining that surrounds the gray.
Ah! I know this one!
You got it already?
It's Celestial! I did a cover of this!
Sekai! Yay! Hey! Pam going straight in! Straight in for that 5 points!
Get that money!
Chat had no chance! Straight in there! Chat, you're gonna have to up your game. You're gonna have to up your game for the next question. Straight in there.
Okay, that's
with
a better start than I
Celestial.
expected.
Yeah, I mean, that was the easiest question. That was definitely the easiest question. But yes, it was indeed Celestial. So if we would have got to the next part, I would have probably read, I get stuck when the world's too loud. And things don't look up when you're going down. And I know your arms are reaching out from somewhere beyond the clouds. And then at the one point I would have gone, you make me feel like my troubled heart is 1,000,000 miles away. Very nicely done, Obake Pam. Straight in.
Thank you.
With that sweet 5 points. It's going pretty well for you so far. How are you feeling? How are you feeling going into the next question?
A lot more powerful than I expected to be feeling right now.
Oh yeah, interesting, interesting. Well, I will say that that was definitely the easiest question. I will say that. But that's fine because, you know, we gotta have different levels of difficulty here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read the next question for you. Let's see if you're able to get it at this point. So if you're able to get it at this point, that's a full 5 points for you. Okay. Let's see if you're able to get it. Okay. I'm trying to work out which bit is actually the hardest to read on this bit. It's actually a bit... Okay, I'm gonna do this bit. あの人は慌ててる頃よ。バスルームに
Wait, I actually know this one, I think.
You know it? Chat, am I gonna give Chat a chance? Am I gonna give Chat a chance?
I think so.
What is it? Obake Pam, what is it?
Rouge no Dengon?
Sekai! Yo! Obake Pam cracked this round. Let's go!
I heard this song!
Yo!
I heard this song a couple days ago because it was in Suzume.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah!
Yo!
It's in part of Suzume.
I love this song. I'm so excited for its comeback. Man, I'm so excited to see Suzume now. Heck yeah. It was
That was
indeed.
my favorite part of the movie.
Yo!
I was like clapping, then I'm like, wait, I'm in a theater, I gotta stop.
It is indeed Rouge no Dengon from
Nice.
Kiki. Yeah, heck yeah. Let's go. Yo.
The bathroom ni gave it away, and then I was like, wait!
Yeah, I was like... But I thought that bit was still hard. Without the Rouge no Dengon, I thought that bit was still, like, a better place to read.
It was definitely more obscure. Like, if I hadn't heard it a few days ago, I would have never remembered.
Yeah, right? I think that is very lucky. I did not know that that's in that movie. That's so interesting. Very lucky indeed. But utter skill being shown here. Obake Pam going straight in. 10 points. Chat, you need to pick up the pace. Straight in with that 10 points. All right, are you ready for the last question of this round, Obake Pam? Are you ready?
Let's go!
All right. Okay, here we go. Here is another question. Let's read it. 永遠に降る雪があるなら君へと続くこの思い隠せるのかな
I know this. I know this. As this eternal snow.
Yo! Oh my god. I think that is the best anyone has done on... Yeah, you were saying to me like, yeah, I'm really worried I'm not going to be able to remember the question.
I didn't think I would.
Just
but here we
utter
are.
sweep. Oh my god. This is definitely the best anyone's done at this round. This is definitely the best anyone's done at this round. So, you know, if we would have
Nice.
continued, I would have probably gone for, I don't know, like, 雪のようにただ静かに降り積もり続けてゆく And then if you still wouldn't have got it, I would have gone for Hold me tight こんな思いなら誰かが誰かを好きになる気持ち or something like that. Utterly
That's a
based.
beautiful song.
Utterly
it makes me cry
based.
like a baby. Though.
Chat, 0 for you there. 0. 0 for you.
Get wrecked, chat.
A full 0. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. Very, very appreciate. Thank you. Yeah, chat needs to step up their game, but a full 15 full points for the slow lyrics round goes to Obake Pam.
Nice.
Let's go. Well done.
Sweet.
That was pretty good. I'd say that's the best anyone's done in that round ever. How do you feel?
Thank you. I feel very proud of my obscure music knowledge. That's the only area I have a brain. It came in handy today.
Well, Obake Pam, you might find the next corner. You might sweep this as well. That would be utterly boss. But the next corner, I would say, as chat would also say, is a bit more cursed. Let's find out what it is.
Oh no.
この曲早くない? Why is this song so fast? Yes.
Oh no.
It is the legendary fast song quiz. What you will be hearing, Obake Pam, is you will be hearing a song, an a cappella song. So don't be put off. It's me singing all of these. I know someone the other week was put off by that, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't realize it was like being sung in this voice." No, they're all me. So just know that. So it's an a cappella. It's gonna be really fast, and you're gonna have to guess what song it is. We're gonna play it super fast, and if you're able to get it at that point, 5 points. We're gonna then slow it down a little bit if you still can't get it. If you're able to get it at that point, then you get 3 points. And finally, if you're able to get it at the normal speed, then you get 1 point.
Okay.
Alright, Obake Pam. Are you ready? この、
I'm ready.
コーナーなんですけれども、
I'm
とっても早い曲のアカペラを最初に再生してみます。この曲なんですけれども、一番早いところで当たってみたら5ポイントです。もうちょっと遅く当たってみたら、3ポイントで、と普通のスピードで当たったら1ポイントです。Alright, so Obake Pam, I'm gonna be very shortly sharing a screen with you on Discord. And there you will be able to hear the song. So give me a well, if you can call it a song. Is questionable.
Butchered musical existence thing.
Alright, so
fast.
hopefully you should. Can you hear this? If I play this, can you hear it?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
I can hear something. Sounds like aliens.
All right, everyone. Remember, chat, you can play along as well. We're going to hear question 1 at its fastest. Let's listen to question 1 at the fastest speed. Obake Pam, do you have any ideas at this point in time?
No.
That face. I give you a
like
clue.
a song in Animal Crossing.
I will give you a clue that all of these songs are something that either came from one of your favorite anime or games or artists, or they're something that you've sung before. So you should definitely know what the songs are. Chat seems to also be very unsure. Let's listen again, because I think with this song you can maybe get it at this stage if you really listen. Okay, let's listen again. Any ideas, Obake Pam, for this particular question?
I don't think so.
Would you like to hear it one more time, and then if you can't get it, then slow it down? Let's hear it one more time. All right, chat. You got one more chance to get a sweet 5 points. Let's listen again. Any ideas, chat or Obake Pam? Any ideas for this one?
I had one idea, but then I realized it wasn't anything I ever mentioned, so it couldn't be.
You haven't necessarily mentioned it, but if you've covered it before, it might be that.
I did not.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Do you want to
So it
guess?
can't
Do you want to wild guess something that you think it could be, or?
Do I lose points if I get it wrong?
No, you can guess and you don't lose any points at all.
Okay. For a second, it can't be because it ended on a high note, but for a second I heard traces of what I thought was Ichiban no Takaramono, but it's not.
I can reveal it is not. It is not. What I will say, just to give you a bit of a hint, it's actually an English song. It's not a Japanese song.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's listen to it slightly slower. Here we go. You can hear it a lot clearer now. I wonder if anyone in chat is able to get it at this point. Chat, what are we thinking? Anyone able to guess this one? We've got a few guesses in chat. Unfortunately, neither of those are right. It's also not Peaches, but that would have been hilarious. But no, it's not. Shall we hear it again? I think you can work it out at this speed if you really listen to how the melody's going. Okay, let's listen again. Any ideas, Obake Pam? Is it ringing bells for you?
It ends on a high note.
Would you like... I've got an idea. All right, I'm going to give you one clue. Would you like a clue? A clue for Obake Pam and a clue for chat as well. You ready for a clue?
Sure, one clue. I'll take one.
It's from an animated movie, and it's in English. So with that information, let's listen again and see if anyone is able to get it.
Ah, maybe?
Yeah?
Is it Once Upon a December?
Sekai! Yeah! That's correct!
I heard the high note and I'm like, wait.
Where
That
did
ends
it-
on a high note.
Where
Maybe
did it
that's
click
December.
for you? Is that where it clicked for you? Well done!
Kind of that, and I noticed it had a little bit of a waltzy pattern. I'm like, waltzy? What is waltzy? And then I was like, wait, English movie. Maybe.
Well done. Let's listen to it again and see if you're able to hear it clearly now that you know which song it is.
Yeah, sounds super recognizable now.
It's strange how this corner works when as soon as you know which song it is, it's like, wait, I can literally hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, how did I not hear it the first time now?
Well done, Obake Pam. That leaves Obake Pam with a sweet 3 points to start this round with. Let's
Nice.
go, chat. Chat, I'm sorry. Still 0. Still 0. The chat, can you at least get one question? Come on, I believe in you. I believe in you, chat.
Please, you guys
I
gotta
believe
get
in you.
1 point
You
so
can
I
do
don't
it.
look like I'm faking.
Yeah, you can do it, everybody. All right. We've got question 2 coming up. Obake Pam, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Here is question 2 at its fastest. Any idea at this point in time?
No, I'm trying to think what ends a lot lower than it starts. But I can't think of anything right away.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it again. I'm glad to see everyone in chat is enjoying this quiz. I think it's very much a split opinion. Some people love it. Some people are like, "What is this cursed content?" Okay, let's listen again. Would you like to hear it one more time, Obake Pam? Is there anything that you'd like to guess at this stage?
I think I'm gonna hear it again because in my head I'm just thinking of this really cursed song from Pokemon that like no one knows. So I'm pretty sure it's not.
I can give you a clue that it's not that. All right, we're gonna go again.
Really
Chat,
cursed
unfortunately, your
dance
guess
song.
also is not right. Let's hear it again. Any ideas, or do you think we need to bring down the speed?
I think we need to bring it down a little bit.
We're gonna bring down the speed. All right. For 3 points, we're gonna play question 2 slightly slower. Let's listen. Any ideas, Obake Pam? Anything calling to you? Anything sounding familiar? Is there something in the back of your head?
Yet.
Not yet? Okay, what I would say is I think that the very beginning, so let's listen very carefully. I think the very beginning actually is the most telling for this one. So I'm going to be quiet and let you listen to the very beginning. All right, let's listen.
Okay.
Okay, any ideas, Obake Pam and chat? Chat, unfortunately, that is not correct either. Would you like a little hint? A little hint for Obake Pam and chat. Would you like a hint?
I would like a hint.
All right. This is an English song, and it's from a game.
Okay.
It's an English song from a game.
Okay.
So from a game that you said that you liked, Pam. All right. We're going to listen again. K-stop, that is also not correct. We're going to listen again. Let's see. As I say, the very beginning of it is quite telling. Let's listen again. I might do a cheaty thing here and give chat a bit more of a chance with this next clue. Would you like another clue, everybody?
Yeah.
I have sung this before. I've covered this before, which might give the Mirror Squad an edge in guessing this. Let's hear it again. All right, here we go. All right. Any
I have
guesses?
one guess, but I don't know if it's right.
It's worth guessing. It's worth guessing.
Because I'm thinking it might be from Persona, but I'm trying to think. If it is, it's a song I don't know as well from it. Is it Behind the Mask?
Unfortunately, it is not Obake Pam, but
No!
it is Persona! And Markowski has got it in chat! Sweet 3 points to chat! Chat got some points!
No! What was it?
It was Life Will Change. Yeah.
Oh, really? I did a cover of that too, and I still didn't recognize it.
Yeah, no, it's quite hard to recognize.
Dang.
Let's listen to it at normal speed.
It's not a game.
Yes, it was indeed. Life will change. Congratulations, chat. You actually got some points.
You guys got one question. Congrats.
Woohoo! Burn! All right, everybody. That brings us on to the last question of this round. Obake Pam, unfortunately, you're only on 3 so far for this round, but you have a chance to get another point on this one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Any idea? Every time I look over at your face, like after
Maybe a key change.
so your face is just like, oh, what is this? All right. Shall we hear it again and see if anything? Was there anything that was standing out to you at the start, or not really?
It sounded like at one point there might have been either a key change or a change in intensity or something. I'm trying to
Interesting.
focus
You would
on-
say that. All right, let's listen again. Any ideas for this one?
I don't think so.
I will give everyone a clue at this stage, because maybe you'll be able to get it at this stage. It is a Japanese anime opening. It is a Japanese anime opening, this song. So it is in Japanese and it is an anime opening. With that information in mind, let's listen to it one more time. Any ideas? You can just throw out a guess with the hope that you might get that sweet 5 points. Why don't you guess something, Obake Pam?
Stone Ocean. Is my guess.
It is not
That's
Stone
probably
Ocean.
very
It is
wrong,
not.
though,
But
'cause I can
let's
tell it's
listen
not.
to it slightly
That has no
slower.
key change.
Let's listen to it slightly slower. I think everyone will know this song. It's just being able to pin it down, I think. Okay. Let's listen to this. No, it is not Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Nah. I thought that
you
changed
mean
when I heard
Cheeky
the key
Cheeky Bang
change.
Bang? I thought I didn't realize you meant Cheeky Cheeky Bang. I thought you meant like actual like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Nah.
But no, it's
No,
not.
I've
It's
heard
not.
that one.
It's not Bam Bam. A cheeky cheeky Bam Bam. No, it's not that.
Bam Bam.
It's also not
I
Unravel.
wondered too for a while, but it didn't quite sound like it.
Shall we hear it again? I will remind you, Pam, it is from your list of favorite animes. So hopefully, you should know this song. Let's listen again. We are not a Any
I'm pretty sure this
ideas?
is wrong, but I'm gonna throw a random guess of
Go for it. Go for it.
Grip from Inuyasha, maybe, because it has a key change.
No, it's not. Which means that it's going to be a quick fire round. I mean, chat, you kind of have a disadvantage here because of the lag, but we're going to play it at normal speed. It's first to get it with chat with lag disadvantage. Let's go. Let's listen.
Hacking through the gate!
It is indeed hacking to the gates. Yes. It is indeed hacking to the gate. Do you want to hear like the middle speed one now that you have that information and see how easy it is to hear? Look, listen.
Oh yeah, it's so recognizable.
Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it, how this works?
That's fun though. That's a cool idea.
And with that, Pam, that's a sweet 4 points, unfortunately, for that round. So not quite as good as the 15 on the previous round, but still pretty good, Obake Pam. How do you feel about your performance in these quizzes? Pretty great.
I feel good about the fact that I at least beat chat.
Yeah, I mean, like chat got what, 3 points? You got 19. So
I got.
so yeah, you can definitely feel good about that. You can definitely feel good about that. I'm glad that chat enjoyed the quizzes as well. Very nice. And with that, Obake Pam is actually coming near is coming near to the end of today's stream, which is very, very sad. How have you found being on Milky's music box?
It's super fun. Thank you so much for inviting me. Because I host my own quiz show and stuff, it's really, really nice experiencing being on someone else's. It makes me want to work hard to improve my own as well. It's really nice.
I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out your quiz show as well after this and have a good watch of that because I'm very excited. You know, pitching an isekai anime. This all sounds like very entertaining stuff to watch, so I'm definitely gonna go check it out after this. Heck yeah, amazing. But Pam didn't sweep. Yeah, that's true. Like chat, you got 3 points. Be proud of that. Be proud of what you achieved.
Something.
Yeah, I mean you
lost,
lost, but
beat
be
me
proud.
In the second round. Yeah. I only won by 1 point. In the
that's true.
round.
That's true. Yeah, and if you got anything that you want to share with chat or anything about Obake Pam, like if you got like any interesting streams coming up or any announcements.
So I don't have a date or anything yet, but speaking of the quiz shows, I am planning on doing another one hopefully in early May. Because I got sick, it might end up having to be put off a week or so just because I need time to get it ready. But there is one in the works. And I know we were talking about almost getting to Heaven's Ward. I'm aiming for my 1 year anniversary of almost being at Heaven's Ward to actually get there, hopefully on May 30th, I think. So
let's go. Maybe I'll pop in the chat and cheer you on and be like, one of us has got to get to Heaven's Ward. One of us has got to get there.
I'll carry us.
Beautiful. Amazing. ということでですね、おばけパンムさんはね、クイズ番組も、担当しているんですけれども、5月の始まりぐらいにはそちらのクイズ番組があるということで、ぜひ皆様、ご確認してください。あとはですね、ファイナルファンタジー14の、ヘバンズウォードまで、進むまではですね、配信もあるので、5月末あたりはヘバンズウォードまで、いけそうな感じがあるので、ぜひファイナルファンタジーの配信もご確認してください。全体的にね、なんかおばけパムさんの、折り曲だったり歌ってみただったりは、YouTube チャンネルの方にありますので、チャットにあるリンクからぜひそちらに入ってサブスクしてください。サブスクライブお願いします。Yes, very nice, very nice.
Enter my chat as well. Anyone who came in on my end to see me, make sure if you enjoyed today's stream, you go subscribe to Milky Queen as well.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. No, but it's been so lovely having you on the show today, and we got to have some really interesting chats. So I really, really appreciate it. Yeah. Any kind of like final thoughts before we wrap up?
I'm just really grateful to get to talk about music and stuff because I love music so much. So getting a chance to talk about it with someone else who loves music, especially some of the more like unique questions, was really nice.
Aw, I'm so glad that you liked it. You know, that's really my aim for this show is to be able to, you know, have those kind of deep music conversations that you wouldn't usually get other than a show like this, right? I feel like it doesn't often get covered enough, so it's kind of almost like a radio show, I suppose. It's mainly focused around like the topics that we talk about. So yeah, I'm so happy, so happy. Oh no, this is the second stream I pop in and it's finishing. I'm so sorry, Takisaki, but no worries. We'll be streaming again tomorrow, so don't worry. We'll be streaming again very soon. Thanks for popping in. All right, everybody, thank you so much to all the wait, what do you call your chat again? There's a particular name, isn't there?
Panployees.
Panployees. Thank you so much to all the Panployees for dropping in and for Mitter Squad for all your support as always. Do you have a particular like bye-bye, like bye Pam bye-bye or something? Do you have something that you say?
I'm really bad at ending streams, so I usually end up dragging it out and then just be like, okay, bye, and then I hit end stream.
So you don't have like a bye-bye Pam or something, or like a particular saying that you do?
I don't.
Okay,
I
well,
don't. I'm so terrible. I'm a failure as a VTuber.
No, I'm gonna channel your your energy, and I'm just gonna say, okay, bye guys, and then just like end this, like, yeah, that's what I'll do. Thank you so much, Markoski, for the gift subs, and Go Rider as well. Thank you so much. My bye is miru miru bye bye is what I say. So maybe you can say miru miru bye bye, and I'll just be like, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. T-Max, thank you so much for the gift subs. That's bringing us very close to level 3. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alright, you guys. 皆様、今日来てくださって本当にありがとうございました。Alright, are we ready on a 3, 2, 1? We can say our bye-byes, and then we'll choose someone to raid after that if you have any preferences, Pam. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Bye! Bye! Beautiful.
Bye.
Do you have anyone in particular that you want to raid today? Anyone who's streaming that you're like, oh yeah, this person.
Trying to see if anyone's doing like something kind of special. Because I like to raid special events into like other special events. I find it kind of cool.
I think like my emote artist actually is. I can't read Spanish, but I think it's some kind of special stream for 12 hours. Should we go raid them?
For sure! If
Heck
they're doing
yeah.
a special event, I'd love that.
Let's go. Alright, we're gonna go raid CR Manzanita, who's doing some kind of special event, but I don't know what it is because I don't speak Spanish. But let's go support anyway. Heck yeah!
We're gonna go give them all the love ever!
Woo! Let's go! Starting the raid in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,